was able to eat what he wanted to eat. And when he moved in with his grandmother,
On your psychotherapy appointments, and then you come here pretending there is a serious issue to avoid.
But I hadn't eaten since breakfast and Ray hadn't eaten all day. And I tried to pick something that at least had veggies.
I mean, lose weight either. You see this as a quick fix, and that's not even the first time. And haven't had your infection treated, you'll be dead. The only way that you're gonna survive, are you getting shift on your tissue because of the fat that you got. The water is not coming from there. Honey, if you aren't even willing to do this, and show me you're ready to work.
Number 4. Shay. Shay was one of the successful cast members on My 600 Pound Life. He was overweight and had a difficult time losing weight. However, he was also very determined and had a positive attitude. But that's not to say that Shay didn't come up with the most embarrassing excuses of all time. Even though Shay couldn't breathe, and his weight even made daily exercises impossible. Shay's attitude on his 600 Pound Life episode was often inconsistent. He would commit to working hard, and indeed never give up on his goals, but had many lapses in judgment for which he found it difficult to take responsibility for. He had a lot of ups and downs. One of his most embarrassing moments was not being able to give up potato chips, because those were his favourite foods. Surely if you can't even move on your own, you have to prioritize your health over something yummy.
Mom, I hated, when you would do this, or Mom, I hated when you would drink, because I would drink every day.
I would have quit my job and raised him, and I'd have took him when he was born.
he was able to eat what he wanted to eat. And when he moved in with his grandmother,
20 pounds, it leads to 40 pounds. And before you know it, geez Louise, you're...
Even his grandmother was dependent on him, so he had to be there for her as well, not just himself. In the end, Shay managed to buckle down and take responsibility for his actions, rather than cutting corners and experiencing changes to appear magically out of thin air. Shay's attitude eventually made it possible for him to succeed on the show. He was able to follow Dr. Nowzaradan's instructions, and he lost over 500 pounds. As a result, he was able to qualify for weight loss surgery, and he has continued to lose weight since then. Shay actually came out as transgender later on, and married the love of his life after getting on track to a healthier lifestyle.
How do you think you got to this point? The problem, you hungry all the time, or
snacking.
what do you snack on?
Potato chips. I love potato. If it meant saving my life, then I'd be willing to give up potato chips.
Why don't you give him up? Shay think that weight loss surgery is going to solve all his problems. What happens if you don't?
Successful.
So why do you need to snack between the enemy?
It's more of a emotional. I've tried off and on. And it's when, things don't work and you get discouraged.
Lose weight either. You see this as a quick fix, and that's not to address. So I want to see you take control of your eating before we do weight loss surgery. He will have lost weight. If not, she will not get weight loss surgery.
Number 3. Sheenie Murray. My 600 Pound Life pushes its stars to be the best versions of themselves, but there are participants who wind up showcasing less ideal aspects of their personalities. While many of the participants have come through the process with brand new outlooks on life, some have unfortunately found themselves worse off after their episodes aired. Sometimes the show stars are tempted by food outside of hospital settings and may not be able to control the urge to overeat. Such patients may find it too difficult to continue on their restrictive diets and lose weight. While certain patients have troubles after their operations, others don't even qualify for bariatric procedures. An example is Sheenie Murray. She was among the most difficult patients ever seen on the show. Sheenie's attitude made her one of the worst My 600 Pound Life patients of all time. She thought she'd be able to take on Dr. Now's restrictive diet, but didn't really seem interested in sticking with it and losing weight long term.
The lying need to stop now. Okay, Shanae, here's the situation.
Okay. That.
Then how come you're not losing weight?
I haven't ate anything.
You keep repeating the same on your psychotherapy appointments. And then you come here pretending there is a serious issue. To avoid reason you think if you just hold to your lie, then maybe all these issues just magically will go.
Working hard towards it.
But if you work harder to show on a scale.
Weighing in at 721 pounds, Sheenie lost 91 pounds before she began to backslide. She decided to quit before the 12-month mark and cut off all contact with Dr. Now. He didn't even try to reason with her, encouraging his patient to continue. Sheenie's attitude on her 600-pound life episode was way too negative. She was quick to blame others for her problems and refused to take responsibility for her own actions. Whether overeating or something else, Sheenie always had an excuse for her behavior. Sheenie often said that she was trying her best to lose weight, but she was not willing to make the necessary changes to her lifestyle. She would blame everyone else for her predicament. She often said that her weight was not her fault and that it was due to her upbringing or relationships. She was also very confrontational and often argued with Dr. Now Zaradan. Though Sheenie seems to have lost some weight on her own, it is unclear just how much based on her social media activity. Sheenie's story is a reminder that attitude is important when it comes to weight loss. If you're not willing to change your attitude, you will not be able to succeed.
If you have weight loss surgery, how are you going to lose weight?
Because I'm going to work, yes.
Okay, because you eat less.
Yes.
If you eat less, you lose weight.
I'm not eating.
You're getting shift on your tissue because of the fat that you got. The water is not coming from the thing, is too much, and you need to eat less. Your weight loss is going to be dictated. She got fluid on it. How are we going to help her?
Don't give up on her, please. I'm begging you, don't give up on her.
What do you mean give up?
Put your ass off. Don't give up. He's just trying to talk to you. That's it. You need this help.
We're not.
Number 2. Holly Hager. Holly appeared on My 600-Pound Life Season 7, Episode 5. From Houston, Texas, she wasn't far away from Dr. Now's clinic there, compared to several other stars on the show who often have to travel to visit him. Holly revealed food was a comfort to her and got up to 600 pounds by the time she was 30. She then decided that she had to do something or she wouldn't last much longer, but admitted that she had started eating more, even when full. By the time she was 33, she was back in the 500 pound bracket. When she turned to Dr. Now for help, her weight loss journey got off to a slow start, as she lost 47 pounds in the first few months with the doctor. Holly said her only motivation in life is food. She gets up for food and she lives for food. This is one of the most embarrassing and saddest excuses anyone can come up with for gaining so much weight and not taking control in your life.
It feels really lonely with just me and Ray down here. And I'm struggling with that because, but it's not the same. Since we just moved in, we're not really set up to
down here. You ready for the challenge?
But I hadn't eaten since breakfast and Ray hadn't eaten all day. And I tried to pick something that at least had veggies. I think I'm gonna go lay down. Would you mind cleaning up?
I don't mind.
Okay. I need it.
Okay.
Okay, I think I can hobble.
I have 1 month to lose the weight I.
Even her partner Ray admits that she eats enough for 4 people in a day. And he keeps enabling her because that's the only way he knows how to show her love. She even revealed she initially lost weight after her first surgery at 32, which she got after splitting from her first husband, and got down to 338 pounds. However, after her bad eating habits returned, she eventually gained the weight back. Her lack of discipline kept her from succeeding the first time around. Only time would tell if she would fail again, and things weren't looking good. She was late for her appointments with the doctor and could barely stop herself from eating the junk foods that had gotten her in such a terrible spot. At 38 years old, Holly weighed over 650 pounds, which is insane, but in the end, she was down from a peak weight of 658 pounds to 418 after the weight loss surgery. Holly went on to lose a whopping 240 pounds, which made her one of Season 7's most successful My 600 Pound Life cast members.
Who doesn't understand. So everyone gives up on trying to get you to do what you should.
That record playing in my head.
What is record playing saying?
I want chocolate, I want chocolate, I want chocolate, I want chocolate.
Honey, if you aren't even willing to do this and show me you're ready to work hard, even for the game, to get her enablers to excuse her behavior and choices when she does what she wants, preventing herself from dying early. She's already had weight loss surgery once.
Number 1. Jean Covey. At the time of her debut on the show, Jean Covey was over 600 pounds, nearing 700, and struggled to do things independently. As a result, she felt humiliated about relying on her parents to do everything for her. After gaining weight at a young age, the middle-aged woman had spent much of her life in obesity. Dr. Now Zaradan assessed her to be in an extremely critical state. Dr. Now told her that the procedure wouldn't fix her eating disorder, and that she would have to be responsible enough to fix that on her own.
I mean, I had a day that I went over the 1,200 calories.
So what bad? There's no way you're eating 1,200 calories. There's no way you're eating 2,000 calories. There's no way you're eating 4. Why I should believe that when you have every chance to do it, but you're still lying to me. You're overeating.
100 calories because I'm going to prove you wrong that I can do this. I'm going to do it.
You gave me the first time and haven't had your infection treated, you'll be dead. The only way that you're going to survive yourself a really good pass because...
No, I'm not giving myself a pass, but it means that I can do it. A couple weeks or a month or whatever. Everybody's different, and I'm going to do it.
That's when you overfeeding her too.
I understand that. I'm screwing up.
No, you don't. You both lie. What went wrong?
If I knew that, I could tell you. I don't know.
I'm telling you what went...
Jean's situation was so bad that she had open sores on her body that couldn't even be bandaged because the skin was damaged and almost rotting. Jean managed to lose a good bit of weight in the start when she was at the hospital, but as soon as she left, she gained 30 pounds back, wiping out her progress. Jean says that she's even been following all the rules, but Dr. Now knows that she's lying. After all, the scales never lie. Jean says she had one bad day in which she ate too much, but Dr. Now says that's insane. She couldn't have gained 30 pounds in one day. Jean finally came out and said she lied. She hadn't been following the prescribed diet, and that is why she made zero progress. Messing up is fine, but lying about it is just embarrassing, especially when it's so obvious. That's all for today, folks. See you next time.